Yeah, yeah. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame, he in sicko mode.
No, that's a scam. Here's a realistic day in the life of a $100,000 per month entrepreneur. Alright, it is currently 5:16 a.m. Let's get it started. So the first thing that I need to do is drink a bunch of waters. Just one water. I'm cooked right now. I'm so cooked. I chugged the water. I'm gonna refill it. It's my reverse osmosis filter, and it just filters my water. All right, as you can see, it's 5:22. Now I am going to take my Unimate. Unimate is some sort of plant. Great part is that it has natural caffeine, so I don't have to drink coffee. And it's kind of like a pre-workout. And then also, it reduces your insulin levels in the morning and helps you fast. I've been taking this for like 2 months now, and it's actually been pretty good. I like it. Oh, it tastes like shit. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so we're heading to the gym. As you can see, looking extra small this morning. All right, it's about to hit 5:30. Gym is open in 1 minute. It's right across the street, so I'm gonna head out now. So I like going to the gym early in the morning just because as soon as I wake up, I get to stack some early wins. But the thing I fucking hate is it's October now. It's getting cold. I absolutely hate walking outside and it's freezing out. But I guess you gotta do what you gotta do.
Ground floor.
Here we go. Fuck me. If you're asking me why I go to the gym so early, is because I want to stack wins early on. As soon as I wake up, I don't want to be one of those guys that just sit in their bed for an hour consuming random shit that affects my mood and my thoughts for the day. Anyways, we're gonna hit the treadmill. Usually I just jump on the treadmill first thing because I don't really know what I'm gonna work out today. So treadmill's an easy way to wake me up and stack the first win. So we're gonna do a quick mile. All right, so we did a quick mile, but joke's on you, I'm not even running. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sweating a little. This was the revenue that we did yesterday. Pretty good. It's actually a pretty good day. And while I mentally masturbate to this, I'm just gonna stretch. PSA: if you're not stretching at the gym, what are you doing? Stretch. You should stretch. I woke up, that's a win. I ran, that's a win. I stretched, that's a win. Now I decided to do biceps, so I'm gonna get swole. And then after my workout, I'm probably going to go to the steam room. It's one of the best parts of my morning. The steam room's all warmed up. About to hit it. All right, energy is up. I just got out of the steam room. It's still pretty dark outside. I thought I just saw a raccoon on my balcony. Yeah, basically right now, I'm gonna get some deep work done. I'll let you know a little bit about what I'm doing today. But first things first, I need to get some San Pellegrino. Quick fitness check. Gotta get the lighting, or else I look like a fat fuck. So It's currently 7:22 a.m. Feel amazing. Got a bunch of stuff done. Now I got the momentum built out for the rest of the day. Right now I'm just gonna post a quick story on my Instagram, just me being at the gym in the morning, whatever. It's funny because I was the last person to download Instagram when I was in high school, and now I use Instagram to make pretty much all of my money. So it's funny how that happens. At first when I started posting, I absolutely hated it, but it's just something that you got to get done, and you have to learn to enjoy it. And as soon as you learn to enjoy it, you're gonna be able to make way more money and live an awesome life. So here's what we have for the day. We're going to, number one, I usually do my deep work right now, so I'm gonna do about an hour or two of deep work. Usually I do longer, but I do have to record a YouTube video. Let me show you the YouTube video that I have for you guys. It's freaking massive. So this is the document. It's basically a whole Instagram automation training. I spent a long time building this out. Actually, by the time this video is live, this video should already be live, so you can watch that. I posted it probably last week. Definitely go ahead and watch it. Put a lot of sauce in here. This is pretty much everything you need to get started with Instagram. We did about $20,000 yesterday, and this is just one business, one Instagram business. So that is pretty awesome. Let's get to work. All right, so I just did a bunch of deep work, basically just checked the health of my business, got any priorities out of the way, did a little bit of content, and now what I'm going to do is record this fat YouTube video. One thing I did too this morning as well, I went through my DMs. I go through my DMs a couple times a day. It's not like a VA, so if you're DMing me on Instagram, it's likely actually me. But there's a lot of people that are like, oh, send me money, help me make money. It's like, bro, like we all have access to our laptop. We all have access to phones, right? If you're messaging me on Instagram, like you have one of the two, go figure out how to make some money online. It's really not that hard. You just have to put in the work and be consistent, and you'll learn how to do it over time, right? There's a ton of free information out there. I have a bunch of free courses out there. Watch those, do it. Spend 3 to 6 months just absolutely grinding, go ghost mode, and you can make it happen for yourself. Anyways, rant over. Let's do this YouTube video. In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to start. All right, so it is about 1:40 p.m. I haven't eaten in about like 16 hours, so I fasted a little bit. I'm gonna have this steak. I cooked this yesterday. Trust me, this is gas. It's actually organic. I try to get grass-fed at Whole Foods, but sometimes they don't have the grass-fed. So we got organic steak with some organic mushrooms on top. We have dates, and then we also have carrot juice and beet juice, just so that I can get my daily vitamins in, and then some electrolytes here, coconut water, and then, you know, I like to spice things up, so I got some hot sauce there. So I'm gonna muck and then get back to work. All right, just finished eating, got my beet and carrot juice, but let's see what we're at for the day. We're about 5.3K on one of my businesses, which is not bad. A little bit slower than yesterday, but at 5.3K, I'll take it. I'm trying to get this YouTube video uploaded. I pay like $150 a month for Wi-Fi, and half the time it just doesn't work. Like, what do I even do? Reset the router. I don't even know where the router is. I gotta go find it. Well, while we wait for my Wi-Fi, I guess I'll just talk to you guys for a couple moments. Number one, understand that it's very important to keep momentum throughout the day and build momentum on earlier in the day. My momentum actually starts from the day before, right? So my calendar, if you want to see my calendar has pretty much everything that I need to get done,
right? And I usually just fill this out throughout the day for the next day, because sometimes I don't have time blocks available for today to get things done if things take like 30 minutes or an hour. So I move it on to the next day, right? And I basically do that throughout my week. Do that for yourself, and you should do that for yourself, because you're never just like sitting around just like wondering, oh, you know, what should I do right now? So that's very important. It's also very important to not overeat. So as I said earlier in the day, I take Unimate, which keeps your insulin levels low throughout the day. So even when I do eat, it doesn't spike my insulin and my inflammation, so I don't get like slow and groggy. And this meal I just ate, it was high protein, low carbs, gave me a ton of energy so that I can keep working throughout the day. And then maybe later in the day, I'll eat something with a little bit more carbs. It'll slow me down, but it'll fill me up. And a couple hours later, I'll just be in bed anyways, sleeping. Another important thing that you saw is doing things that you don't want to do or you hate. I am not somebody that likes running, but I'm going to do it because I want to build my mental strength and build my discipline. I want to be able to do things that I don't want to do on demand. Like whenever I know I need to do something, but I don't want to do it, I'm going to do it anyways because I'm already used to doing things that I don't want to do. Now, not everything in business or not everything in your current life you're going to like doing, but it's best to just do them, get them out of the way, and focus on the things that you like doing, right? So there's a ton of fires that need to be put out, and you just have to put them out as soon as possible. You know, get it off your plate, move on to the things that you like doing. This tastes like shit. So touching on the point for doing things that I don't like doing, I think it's very important, even when you reach your goals, you still do things that you don't like doing. And the reason is because let's say you live the dream life, let's say you're making $10,000 a month traveling or whatever, you're gonna get complacent and you're gonna stop growing, right? You can't stay in this retired phase forever. At least this is what I saw. When I started making really good money online and essentially doing whatever I want, living the dream life, I started to make consistent income and I stopped growing as a person. So I got back into the phase where I did things that I don't like doing, right? Like waking up early, reading. I'm not like the biggest reader ever, but I know I have to read books. I listen to a lot of books. I listen to more books than I read, but I have a ton of books and I read books so that I can apply it to my life and my businesses and I can reach my truest potential. Because I think a lot of life is just about becoming a better person, and that doesn't have to necessarily mean like, oh, I want to make more money. It's more so growing and becoming a better person and becoming a better version of yourself. If you want to achieve a happier life, then you need to become ambitious. You need to have goals. You can't just wake up and be like, oh, I have nothing to do today. I don't know what to do today, because your intrusive thoughts will come in and then you might slowly get depressed. And I'm not saying you need like this hard hitting, heavy routine where like you're waking up at this time and you're doing the same thing over and over and over again. I don't believe in sticking to a routine because routines get boring, and having a routine that you do every single day is like going to 9 to 5, right? Like switch it up, do different things every day. You can still wake up at the same time, but like maybe you don't have to go to the gym every morning. Maybe you wake up and read, and then the next day you wake up and go to the gym, and then the next day you wake up and go on a walk. Like just change it up. Now that I'm living the life that I wanted to live 5 years ago, I realized one of the most important things is not necessarily money, but building things that I'm proud of, building things that make me feel good and make me actually want to put in the work, right? Because you can make, $100,000 a month consistently, but if it's in a business that you don't believe in and you don't care about, all you have left really is the money. And for me, at least for me, I want to build something that I can show to other people and basically be known for building a really cool thing, whether that be a product or a community or whatever it is. But anyways, that's just me. My internet is back, so I'm gonna grind. All right, I'm just on a student call with Lawrence. Lawrence joined a couple days ago. I just wanna ask him how it's going. How are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Fresh in.
What do you think of the program so far? I know you just started.
Yeah, man. The program is super clean, super easy to follow. I've been in the program for 3-4 days, and I've already made 4 or 5 videos, bro. On a one-to-one call with you. So yeah, super easy to follow, super easy to learn, and I'm excited, man. I'm excited to get stuck in.
Hell yeah. So yeah, Lawrence, unlike a lot of other people, he just took action right away. I just stressed to post content and get the first 10, 20, 30 pieces of content out of the way so you can learn. And he's a perfect testament to that. If you keep this up in literally a couple months, your life will change. So hopefully we can make that happen. What I recommend is don't post stories of the reel. All right, so quick update. It is currently 5:30 in the afternoon. I got a bunch more deep work done. I went on some student and client calls, and let's do a quick update on the business I showed you this morning. What's the revenue looking like? 7.3K for the day. So it looks like we're gonna end off the day probably more so around 10 to 12K, which is below average, but it's a Friday. I'm not expecting anything crazy. Usually the Friday and the weekends are a little bit slower, and Monday to Thursday are usually the best days. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit more work. Yeah, I'll do that. All right, so I lied. I was working and then I'm like, I wanna smell something nice, and then I realized that my candle is pretty much out, so I went and I bought a candle, Diptyque. I got Oud, fire scent, I wish you could smell it. And then I was like, oh, okay, I need soap. So then I went to Aesop and I got soap, and then I was just walking in my down bad shoes, which I'll show you in a second. I mean, these things are completely wrecked, absolutely disgusting. And I just felt disgusting, so then I went and got shoes. So this is the Cop. They're the Mike Amiri, whatever they're called, but I think they're pretty fire. I don't buy a lot of shit. I just felt like I needed to, and yeah, I grabbed them. So there goes a rack on the profits of the day, but I feel good. I'm gonna smell good. My hands are gonna smell good. I don't need these McQueens anymore. Bye-bye, McQueens. Side note, I rock the Amiri hat and I rock the now Amiri shoes, and I'm definitely gonna buy more Amiri. Not more so because it looks fire, but more so because Mike Amiri is actually a pretty dope entrepreneur. If you haven't seen an interview of him, watch an interview of him. This guy is just fallen in love with the process. It doesn't matter about how much money he makes. It matters about how many people he can get his brand to. And that's something I really appreciate as an entrepreneur. And as I was talking earlier today about providing impact and producing something that you're proud of, building something you're proud of, that's definitely somebody that does it just for the game. I'm gonna get back to work now instead of procrastinating. I actually made a couple racks while I was out shopping. So we're at 8.8K for the day, 8888, which is actually kind of wild. It's pretty nice to know that all that procrastination went to a good cause. All right, so I'm gonna cut the day in the life here. It's a Friday, I'm not going out. I have honestly way too much work to do, and right now it's Q4. This is the time of the year where you make a ton of money, so I'm gonna lock in, and then maybe next year I'll grab a Lambo for the summer. Just not yet because there's gonna be snow on the ground soon, so that's not gonna be fun. But if you enjoyed a video like this, let me know in the comments. I'll maybe make one every month, every couple months. We'll see. I hope you got a lot of insight and inspiration, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.